far away lived a king named Nakshatra Jyoti with his 6 queens. The king had all the wealth in the world and a kingdom that spread far and wide. His progeny were prosperous and happy, and they loved their king. Yet, the king Nakshatra Jyoti himself was not happy, as he was childless. Material wealth could not ride his mind of the singular thought that troubled him all day. He would keep worrying about what would happen to the kingdom in his absence. He knows if he left the kingdom to his queens, they would fight among themselves and ruin all that he gave his life to build. The smile vanished from his face. His brows were always knit. He always looked sad. His troubled mind could no longer focus in the royal court. He would spend his time roaming the palace bowers with this singular thought in his mind.
I have a vast kingdom and endless wealth. But who will take care of this in my absence? For whom am I building this empire for? The palace, the people. Who will they have in my absence?
Son,
Lord, help me. I have all the wealth. I have 6 queens, but still I'm childless. I want a descendant who can take my throne in my absence.
son, don't worry. Your wish will be granted. You will be a father of a child. But for that, you have to follow my words.
Lord, for my descendant, I can do anything. Tell me what I need to do.
Then listen carefully. Tomorrow morning, head out to the forest. There, you will meet a young girl beside the river. You must convince her to be your 7th queen. If you can, she shall bear the heir to your throne.
The king decided to take a chance and head to the forest the next day. The dim and dark forest was playfully lit by the sunlight that filtered through the leaves. There was hope in the darkest of places, just like there was hope in the king's heart.
There she is. A holy man told me I'd meet you here today.
But how did he know? I'm here because I lost my way.
Or maybe you found your way.
What do you mean? Who are you?
You may not know me, but I am the king of this country. I have all the wealth, but I don't have that one thing I want. A successor, a child. I have 6 queens, but I've still yet to become a father. However, yesterday I met a holy man who told me I'd meet you here today. He told me that if I convinced you to marry me, that you would provide the future king of this land.
Oh, Your Highness.
I would like to propose marriage to you. I know I have 6 queens in the palace, but if you agree to marry me, I promise you all the love and comfort in this world. You would also be the mother of the future king of this land. Would you like to be my queen?
I would be honored to be queen, Your Highness.
Then let's go meet your parents. I'm so happy today. Lord, thank you. Thank you so much.
Since the king got married to the girl he met in the woods, she is now the youngest queen of the palace. While the king and his progeny love her for her kindness and honesty, the older queens are jealous of her. However, the smile that briefly returned to the king's face has vanished again. For a year has passed, and he is still childless.
It has been a year since the holy man told me to marry the young girl. It has been a year since the holy man told me I'd become a father. How long do I have to wait to see my child?
Be patient, and you shall be rewarded.
Your Majesty, may I come in?
Yes, you may.
I came bearing a good news. The youngest queen is going to be a mother, and she is going to give birth to a child.
Is that true?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Is that true?
Yes, Your Majesty, it is.
Oh, thank heavens! I'm so happy. I must share this good news with my people. Could you please ask the royal announcer to come to the court immediately?
Certainly, Your Majesty.
Oh God, you've heard my prayers, taken pity on me, and given me the one thing that I've asked you for. My rightful heir shall soon be born. A young boy will play in my arms and grow up to be the bravest fighter and the kindest ruler of this kingdom. The sage was right. My patience is finally paid off. I'm finally at peace with myself. This land and these people will have a king when I leave this world.
Your Majesty, have you called me?
Yes, tell the people to rejoice. A prince shall be born in the palace, and happiness shall overflow.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Also, tell them that for the next 3 days, the royal kitchen will remain open. They can have all the sweets and food that they may want.
Your wish is a command for me, Your Majesty.
It's the happiest day of my life. Tell the people to celebrate. A prince shall soon be born. Let's see.
Attention people, the king has this very special message for you. A prince will be born within few months in the royal palace. The king wants to share his happiness with all of you.
Will there be a feast? Will we be able to go to the palace?
Kid, there will be much more than that. The king has opened his royal palace and royal kitchen for next 3 days. You can have as much food and dessert you want to have. This is a gift from the king.
What a good news. We must share it with everyone.
Yes, the king wants to share his happiness and he wants everyone to enjoy.
We shall be born. Let's all rejoice. She thinks she has won the king's heart by bearing his son. She thinks she will become the beloved queen of the people. We'll not let that happen. I'll see to it that it does not happen.
But how's that possible? She's already expecting a child. How can we stop her?
Oh! Don't talk like a fool! Has the prince been born yet? We'll have to plan before the prince is born. For now, act like you are happy! Can you tell us the plan now? No, not now. Let us celebrate the happiness today. We'll make her happiness cry soon. Your Highness, you look so worried. What happened? Nana, is your mind?
The youngest queen is about to give birth to the prince.
But why have you brought in midwives to assist her during the birth?
Then what should I have done?
There are 6 of us here. Don't you trust us to help her? Please. You can calm down and go to the royal court. We'll let you know as soon as the prince is born.
Thank you so much for helping out.
It is our responsibility to help her. We are going to get our first child today. Our kingdom is going to get their next king. We are very happy today.
Your Majesty,
Yeah, there's a
you go to
volume
the royal court.
on the wall.
Once the
right
baby
in
is
the living
born,
room. We have
you
to
will
make sure that that's
inform
turned
by
off.
sending the royal maid to you.
Or better still, we will tie a golden shackle around your waist. And that will be connected to this room. When the prince will be born, we'll tug it and you will come and see your son immediately.
Yes, that's a brilliant plan.
Can someone please give me the shackle? There we go. Let's tuck the chain on for fun.
Can I see the prince now?
The child has not been born yet.
But I felt a tug.
We probably made a mistake.
Okay, but please tug the chain when the prince is born.
Sure. Let's do it again.
Can I see the prince now?
Oh, we must have made a mistake again.
If this happens again, I'm going to execute all of you! Do you understand?
What should we do now? Did you hear that? The baby has been born. Yes, I heard that too. Let's go and see. Hold on. Let me go and check. Here is the baby. You want to be the king of our kingdom? We cannot let that happen. Here, take this boy and put him and wrap him in the bucket. I hear another one crying. Let me go check. Here's the other one. Wrap him as well! Okay, go check! Here's another one. Should I wrap him as well? Yes!
As time passed by, the young queen gave birth to 7 boys, and one by one, the other queens grabbed all of these babies out of the room and wrapped them with cloths.
Come, we must hide these babies before the king gets to know about them.
Yes, we must hide them now.
We will bury these babies alive. Come on! Don't waste time! Take them away! We'll tell the king that the young queen gave birth to rats and crabs! Let's go and hide all these babies.
As the queens were taking the newborn babies out, the royal maid was watching the entire thing from behind the curtain. As soon as the queens walked out with the baby boys, she walked in and found another baby girl born after the queens took the boys out. Fearing for the baby's life, she took her and quietly walked out of the room.
Dear sisters, may I see my babies, please?
Babies? You think you gave birth to babies? You think you gave birth to crown prince? All you gave birth were these! That's all you could give birth to! Oh my God!
I see the prince now.
Prince? All she gave birth were these!
What? Rats? Where is the prince that I was promised? Where is the heir to my throne?
We don't know about that. Dear King, we're very sorry for this.
When the young queen awakes, ask her to leave the palace immediately. I don't want to see her face anymore.
The elder queens sneak out of the palace with the man holding a shovel towards the dark, marshy land behind the palace. They ask the man to dig the graves and bury all the babies.
Dig the graves here! We will bury these babies alive!
Neither the king nor the young queen should ever get to know about this.
She thought she could win the world, but we couldn't let that happen. After all, what would happen to us?
You're right! Come on! Get to work quickly!
The 7 graves are dug, and the 7 boys are placed in them. They are quickly covered up, and the queens slowly sneak away from the place.
Good shall reveal itself when time comes. Till then, we shall spread love around. We shall become champa trees and bear flower for those who are pure of heart.
Your Highness, could you please tell us what we should do with the rats and crabs that the young queen gave birth to?
Throw them out of the kingdom. And ask the young queen to leave the kingdom as well. And go back to the forest. I don't want to see her face anymore.
You 7 brothers. But I will never let any harm come your way. I will call you Harun and rear you as my own daughter. Someday, the truth shall reveal itself.
Mother, I'm going to play with picnic at the Royal Garden.
Okay, go and get some flowers for the puja as well.
Okay, Mother. have to tell you that I've never ever seen anyone as beautiful as you. I will have to leave soon, but I hope that someday I can take you to my country as my wife. But I don't even know you. How do I trust you? How can I go with you? Take this mirror. It's a magic mirror. You can see your loved ones whenever you want. If you love me, you can see me too. If you call through this mirror, I shall come. So long, my dear, I shall come back. Have faith.
Sweetheart, what is that you're holding in your hand?
Mother, we met a young boy. He said he had never seen a girl more beautiful than me. Also, he told me he would come back to marry me. He gave me this mirror and said I can see him through this whenever I want. He said I can see anyone I love through this.
A boy? What boy?
Oh my God! He lied to me. He's not a merchant, but a prince.
A prince? Did you say a prince?
Yes, Mother.
The good Lord has answered my prayers. You were born to marry a prince.
What do you mean, Mother?
Didn't he say it's a magic mirror?
Yes?
Ask the mirror about your father.
Mirror? Who is my father? The king? He's my father?
Yes, my child. The time has come for you to know the truth. Ask the mirror about your mother.
Mirror? Who is my mother? My mother is a crazy woman who roams the jungle? Mother, tell me who I am.
Yes, my dear. You are the daughter of the king and his youngest queen.
What do you mean, Mother?
Dear Parul, you are a princess. You have 7 brothers who were buried alive by the elder queens. I saved you and took you away before they could hurt you.
The king didn't do anything about it?
The elder queen told the king that your mother gave birth to rats. And he threw your mother out of the palace. And your 7 brothers, they are now the 7 champa trees that you see in the marsh.
So, what happened to my mother?
She roams around the streets of the city and the jungle. All this pain and poverty has made her life miserable.
I must do something about this. rats, and the king threw my actual mother out of the palace. Will you help me find my mother and reunite us?
Of course. I'll be glad to help you find your mother.
Thank you. Then let's go meet my brothers first. See all these champa flowers? They're my brothers.
Your brothers?
Yes, my brothers. I don't want them to lay down over here. I want them to be big and tall, so people can see them.
How do we make them big?
I'll make them big and tall.
What do you want, my child?
My brothers are laying down over here. I want them to be big and tall, so people can see them. Can you help them?
Sure, I can help them.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your support. If I need any help, I'll call you. But please do not tell anything about my brothers at this moment.
Of course. If you need any help, just call me through the mirror. I'll be present.
As time passed, it became really difficult for the gardener to gather enough flowers for the daily puja. The royal gardener had a solution, but he needed the royal approval.
Your Majesty, the flower trees in our garden, they are not blooming at all.
Why? What has happened to them?
I'm not sure, Your Majesty, but they stopped blooming. I have checked for all the diseases, but it doesn't look like they have any issues.
So where are we going to get flowers for the puja?
I have a suggestion. The marshland behind our palace, it has 7 champa trees. Should we bring flowers from there?
That appears to be a solution to the problem. Yes, you may get those for the puja.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Wait, dear king. Do you know what you're going to do?
Who are you? And what are you talking about?
I'm your daughter. And those 7 champa trees your gardener is talking about are my brothers, your sons.
What? How can that be? I'm childless. Everyone in the kingdom knows this.
No, you're not. Ask this mirror.
Do I have children? What? How is this possible?
Come with me to marshland. See all these champa flowers? These are my brothers. Want to see them?
Yes, of course.
Wait. Dear 7 brothers, wake up. Why are you calling us firewood? The king's gardener wants flowers for the puja. Shall I allow him to pick the flowers? No! Don't let him touch us. Let the king come and pick us.
done. Please go to the palace immediately and bring the queens to the marshland.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Dear Seven Brothers, wake up. Why are you calling us Parul? The queens want flowers for the puja. Shall I allow them to pick the flowers? No. Don't let them touch us. Let the young beggar queen come and take us.
What? How is this possible? Where can we find the young queen now?
I have seen her roaming around in the forest. Should I bring her over here?
If that's the only way forward, then let's do it. Bring the young queen here now. Let's see if she can help.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, I know where the young queen is. I can bring her here.
Who are you? And how do you know about our young queen?
I know where the young queen is. Let me bring her over here. Dear Seven Brothers, wake up! Why are you calling us Parul? Our mother has come! Mother! Oh, mother! Finally you have come!
So this is what you did to the prince and princess that day? You heartless women? Buried them alive? What have they done to you? How could you have the heart to do this? I order these 6 women to be executed now for their crimes.
Your Majesty, please forgive us. Spare our lives.
We will serve you as maids in the palace. I agreed to do this because I was scared of them. Please have mercy.
Your Highness, please forgive us. Have mercy.
Our lives.
I'm sorry for what I have done. No one could forgive me for what I subjected you to. I took your rightful place from the palace and forced you to live a life in the forest. I was misled by these cruel women. You were always so kind and forgiving. If you could forgive me this one time, I'd like to take you and your children back to the palace.
I forgive you. I understand that you were misled by others, forced to believe lies. I couldn't tell you otherwise because I didn't know the truth either. I wish we could get all of these years back, but I'm happy that even though we lost all of this time, the truth won in the end. And now we can all finally be happy.
Forgave the other queens as well. Now, all the 7 queens, along with Parul and the 7 brothers, are staying happily in the palace. The king is very happy, so as is Krogani. everyone rejoiced. Everyone gathered for the marriage ceremony of Paru and the prince.